that as long as you are here mentally, physically, whatever I teach you, you will not forget. Today, after seeing your mid-semester exams and the exams I've taken and interacting with all of you, I am really pleased to say that my risk has paid dividends. I have succeeded, and that is because you all have done an amazing mid-sem, all of you all. The only gap, you all have got good totals. All of you all have the average score probably is what was 17? 17. I'll ask her because she's the one who totaled all the scores. So I just kept marking, and that is deliberately why I didn't introduce you to her earlier, so that you will put in a word, ma'am, हमारी totaling पे गमला कर दो. So I used to give the marks and she would total it. I deliberately also did not do the totaling or do the marks. I used to, by looking at the name, I just moved the front page and then answered. And at the end of it, I did see who the paper was, which is the way I work with ethics, that I want to make sure the person knows, because otherwise you get biased. Now, I found, there were some instances like Gaurav in the other section. I gave the whole marks and she totaled it up. So she was seeing everybody's 18, 19, 17, 18, suddenly 11. So she asked, Ashwin, I think you missed marking maybe a question. So then I saw that, he had attempted only 2.5 questions. So you really can't do much about it. But that's how we got. The point is, whenever I have, total, all of them coming 17, 18. Now my problem was, I was too scared of giving 18, 19s, I didn't give 20. I know there are papers which deserve a 20, okay? I deliberately did not give a 20, because I thought maybe there's something which is perfect. But there were perfect papers. Now, the dilemma was, how can everybody get 18, 17, 18, 19? So I asked her to take out those papers with 17 and above. Let me cross-check again and reduce marks if possible somewhere. I'm sorry. I could not reduce even one person's marks. The reason, you should be proud. Because I couldn't find what not to have. I couldn't find what not to, mark for. So, thanks to you all, I've succeeded in the risk I took. So then I just began making today's show. This is last day, last show, so I thought let me begin.
The first day, first show.
Yeah, the first day, first show. Do you remember this?
Yes, yes.
How do you get the milk from the cow to on your table? And you would have wondered, this is the first slide, what kind of a teacher this is, or what kind of a course we are going to have, but you must have had 1,000 questions going through your mind. I did. Because in my mind, I believe there is only one way to teach, that is to have fun. And that is with experience, interaction, and a very informal manner. So of course we did finally, and this was my way of introducing the subject to you. And today when I see your papers, this diagram is coming as if it is nobody's business, as if you were born with this diagram. Everybody's got this. I asked for 4 floors. There's somebody who's written 6 floors. So he got the physical, financial information and knowledge flows, and then he had upward flow and downward flow. Upstream and downstream. Fair enough. The point is that all of you all knew, and this was the concept of global supply chain, or any supply chain. So I was very happy we moved in this direction. And of course, Purani jeans, and one of the many fun kind of slides I've shared with you all. I tried my best to make a topic which is probably very rudimentary and be as interesting. It was not because I could make it, or it was not because I felt that is the only way. Sure enough. But it's because I had taken up a challenge to prove to you people, however rudimentary a job is, however boring a topic or an activity or anything that you do in life is, however mundane it is, you can make it interesting. You find driving very boring or waiting in queues very boring, you can make it interesting. You proved it to yourself. I can speak all this today. I could not have in the first lecture, it would be gas. Today I can because you all have proved me. You all have proved yourself rather than me. I was convinced in myself. But you people have proved that yes, It is possible to take up any challenge, any boring subject, make it interesting. So my suggestion to you all is, I'm already getting a lot of complaints from students who are joining jobs and say it's a boring job, on the field all the time, listening to the boss all the time. This is just the beginning, okay? You're going to listen to much more. But you can make it nice. It's up to you to decide whether you want to make it nice or not. We had a bullwhip, and of course, bullwhip, I got lots of diagrams of bullwhip. Anybody I asked, everybody's drawn. Anju asked me, everybody's answered bullwhip. She was marking, everybody's answered bullwhip. Because she would see the diagram. So I had to actually explain to her and teach her what the bullwhip is. So she also knows now what a bullwhip effect is. And I'm sure when this photograph came up again, but by now you would have got used to my style of teaching and why these photographs of, Pampers. And to your credit, and again, this is the way. Because I had such a very radical photo of a baby in Pampers, almost all of you could correctly quote the bullwhip effect and the PNG connection. So there's always a way to go about things. Sand, cone. People got it wrong also sometimes, okay? Yes, that's coming. Some people not only got the thing wrong, some people got the name wrong. They call it dandone. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. They actually call it dandone or something. But that's okay, I'm not being for names. You call it whatever you want as long as you understand what the sand cone is. So we got the sand cone through. These are all very technical things. But today, you people are quoting. I mean, you look at your presentations, almost everybody has quoted sand cone model and this and that. The sand cone model, for your information, was not a part of your syllabus. It's supposed to be done in the research level, in the PhD level. There you go. What's less of you, You have already studied what is taught in the post-graduation. But that's a challenge, I have to go forward to you and then prove it to you that there is no possibility you all cannot study. Please take this as an example, as a learning from here. Nothing is impossible, nothing is difficult. You prove yourself. I don't need to tell you this. Yes. You're not going to forget your marketing antennas anymore, okay? I see people quoting gaps in service and gaps here and gaps there. But that's the way to go about it. You're marketing. Ultimately, you're not global supply chain managers only, you're marketing guys. As long as your antenna is catching, you're going to be successful. And how do you catch? Just look for gaps. You've done it. You've proved there are a couple of projects which are really good, ready to roll down. And I think I really wish Kiran with the bio pharma industry. Then we had, I think it was